This week's chapter of One Piece was amazing. I mean, wow, I can't wait, for the next one. It's mostly focused on Pica and Zoro, and while they are technically fighting, it's mostly Zoro trying to get past Pica, just trying to find a foothold or a decent way to get him to come out of the stone wall, so you can fight him physically again. But either way, but first let's start out with the first two pages where it's Bellamy versus Luffy, and Luffy trying to talk to Bellamy. You gotta stop doing this. Doflamingo betrayed you. You just gotta stop fighting me. And Bellamy says that it doesn't matter anymore. I'm dead either way. And if you find it so hard to believe in my resolutions, just stand there and take my hits. And I gotta give him props. Just because I don't agree with someone's motivation does not mean I'm just going to not understand why they're so devoted to it. I mean, if they have a certain belief, if they have a certain goal, it's mostly about how much drive they have towards achieving it. And if it's big enough, I'm just gonna stand there like, what, I can't hate you, I can't disagree with you. It's like, but at the same time, I have my own beliefs, and I'm just gonna have to fight you then. So either way, Bellamy's not gonna stop anytime soon, and the fact that he actually made Luffy bleed was amazing. And I think it was because of the the hockey, but it's still those two clashing, and Luffy's like, oh damn, that hurts. It's amazing, So we know Luffy's fight with Bellamy is not gonna be that easy, and it's just gonna be intense because Luffy, while he does want to beat Doflamingo, has to fight Bellamy whether he likes it or not. But at the same time, he doesn't want to hurt Bellamy because he considers him a friend, a good person. And I see that too. Bellamy is a good person. He just has a different belief, and he, is willing to die for that belief. So again, I can't hate him for that reason. Although I will admit that Luffy just has to knock him out or something, and then take care of Doflamingo. He can come back to Bellamy later and say, hey man, I'm sorry I had to do that to you. Like, Bellamy will be just like, you know what, I did my best, I was willing to die, and that's all I could do. But either way, that's just a little 2 pages, but it was intense enough that I can actually get into it. Anyway, Pica versus Zoro was amazing, but not just because of the great action, but because of a good laugh in there. Because when Pica starts laughing to Zoro about, you can't escape, it was hilarious because at first I'm thinking, like, is this a translation error or something? Because this is random words stuck together. But as soon as I realized, like, oh no, that's his laugh, I just couldn't stop laughing. Because his laugh is apparently, okay, it goes like this. Pica ha, pica, pica da 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 da. And it's just like, what the hell? Is that really his laugh? It sounds so forced. It sounds like whoever has to voice Pica in the anime would have to go through great lengths to make sure it came off as natural. I don't know how it was, it was much faster than that or just go slower than that. But just the way it, it's spelled, Pica, Pica, Pica da da. It's just so, I mean, it's bad enough his voice is supposed to be high squeak like Mickey Mouse, but now his laugh is like that. This guy is just so ridiculous. Like, really, I don't disagree with Zoro when he's like, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. But again, it's just a nice little laugh to have in the middle of all this action and intensity. And of course, Pica gets mad and just starts ramming out these stone spikes. And while all this is happening, one of Mac Vice, I believe his name is, he's coming in trying to squish Zoro with his 1,000 ton vice, or his kind of like a body slam. And I'm thinking maybe he has a devil fruit similar to Miss Valentine's, I believe her name was, with the kilo fruit. Only difference is now instead of kilos, it's tons, because he's saying 1,000 tons or 100,000 tons or 1 million tons. He seems to be able to increase apparently the weight of this body slam. So maybe it has something to do with that. And I'm thinking, like, oh shit, maybe Zoro's gonna have to use a cannon to hit him and knock him out, stuff like that. But then this giant that I forget his name, but we all know he's the only giant there. he gets up, he's from being knocked out apparently, and just like even if I die, I have to be useful to someone, to something, and accomplish at least something before I go down. And he's praying to the Elboff gods, to the giant gods, to help him, give him the strength to accomplish something, to succeed in some shape or form. And as soon as he punches McVice with that 1 million tons, it's like, damn, 1 million tons, and you see his bones breaking. It's just like, oh damn, but he's just trying so hard. It's like, he just launches him into the air towards the birdcage, and it's just an amazing moment. McVice is knocked out. He gets slashed. I know he's not dead, not to pieces, but he gets slashed by these strings, and it's just amazing. The giant just falls to the ground. It's like, it's like, I succeeded. I did it. And Zoro's like, sleep tight, buddy, because when you wake up, these strings will no longer be here. He's like, wow, this is amazing. The fact that a side character, a minor character that usually wouldn't have that much, moment to shine, was able to take out one of Don Flamingo's executives. That's amazing, because when I saw all these executives, I'm thinking there's like a lot of them. I'm wondering if everyone from the Straw Hats actually going to be able to fight 1-on-1, or we're going to have to take on 2 of these guys. But no, now there's a chance that these side characters could actually be part of something greater. They can actually be part of the Straw Hats rebellion against Don Flamingo and actually help this country that, while they don't have any connection to, they still understand sympathize with what they've been going through under Don Flamingo's rule. So again, this is one of the reasons I love One Piece, because it gives everyone a moment to shine. Bellamy, who usually, we wouldn't give a second thought because, he's the enemy supposedly. But here he is with his convictions, and it's so intense that I can't disagree with him. I can't hate him for it. And then here comes the Giant with him taking out one of the executives, going down, breaking his own arm, trying to help in some way or form. And he doesn't really have any strong affiliation with the Straw Hats, other than Usopp saved him from being a toy, but still he's willing to die for this, and it's just amazing. It gives everyone a chance to be amazing, and it's why I consider One Piece one of the greatest series out there, because it's not just only the main characters are amazing or are allowed to do amazing shit. It's like, no, even the side characters, the minor characters, the supposed villains are all amazing, all sympathetic, all just, greatly developed characters, and that just excites me. That amazes me, and really, there's not much else to say. This was a great chapter. I can't wait for the next one. Makes you wonder if some of these other Coliseum fighters will have a chance to take out these, other executives from the Don Flamingo family. But anyway, yeah, it's just a great chapter. Can't wait for the next one. So until then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye bye.